Let's see, does everyone have a book inside them? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why? Why? Because everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. Your life is a story. Everything you've been through is a story. Every challenge that you've overcome and found a way to overcome that, it's a story. Someone is going through that right now, and that you've already been through. Now, I'm not saying that everyone is a writer, but everyone has a story. So it's just a matter of how do you get that story out? You know, you could work with a ghostwriter, because really, look at this. The thing is this. This is the most important point here. It's not necessarily about the physical book, right? It's not necessarily about the physical book. And when I say that, I mean, it's not about this, you know, okay, I'm an author and I have a book. It's about the story. So however you're able to get that story out there to encourage someone else, absolutely, absolutely. Everyone has a book inside of them. And I would even venture further to say that everyone has a story and everyone has an obligation to go back and teach the next person, to go back and teach someone that it's possible to make it through what you went through. It's possible to overcome and be on the other side. It's possible to overcome and be happy. All of us have a responsibility to do that. I mean, I forgot Marian Eldman, forgot the front of it, the front part of the quote, but pretty much she's saying that that's the rent you pay for existing, for being on this earth, to go back and teach someone that it's possible. And I am a firm believer that every single person has a book inside of them, or everyone has a story. So some people just do it different. They sing it. They sing their lyrics. Some people write poetry. Some people are amazing orators, right? But the book just means that you have an additional way to reach an additional audience. So if you're a singer, let's take Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis is an amazing actress and singer, but she's using the book to talk about mental illness and being bipolar and how that affected her life. So she's been bipolar for 20 years and sort of kept it under wraps. Well, what she's doing now is making it her mission, right? She's an actress, right? And of course, she had a ghostwriter for the book. Well, I shouldn't say of course, you know, she could be a prolific writer. I don't even know if she had a ghostwriter or not, but I would think just time purposes alone, the amount of things that she does. She had a ghostwriter, but her whole point was the story. The book allows her to shed light, to bring attention to that issue, to use her platform, because really where else is she going to have the opportunity to, if people are booking her on their shows, or she's saying that she wants to come on and speak, they want happy Jennifer Lewis. They're not, you know, checking for Jennifer Lewis who's going to come on and talk about, you know, necessarily that she's going to come on and talk about being bipolar and mental illness. However, with the book now that shines its light on that, now the conversation is different. She's promoting her book, but you can best believe during that interview, at some point in time, she will talk about being, you know, going through mental illness, what that's like, how she had to accept it, what she does now on a day-to-day basis to, you know, to live with it, and the stigma of mental health, and why, you know, sometimes us as a community that we don't think that that's important. But, you know, but without the book, she wouldn't have that platform to be able to go and talk about this. So that's what I mean by everyone has a story in them. And I think a book is an amazing way to spread that story. Oh yeah, everybody's family has a story, right? Right? That is so true. Everyone's family has a story. So, you know, don't shy away from the possibility of just writing. That even if it's one person that hears your story, even if it's one person that hears the story and says, you know, wow, okay, because of you, you know, I think I talked about it last time, that at one of the Jennifer Lewis stops, that a lady stood up and said, you know, thank you, because my daughter watched you talk about being bipolar, and she, you know, started to cry and said, oh my gosh, I'm not alone. Like there are other people, and there are other people who she admired that are bipolar too. So there's certain information that we just can't keep to ourselves. It's certain information that it does such a disservice, you know, such a disservice to someone who's waiting on it, you know. I saw a quote the other day too that said that even when you're writing your books, right? That thing that you don't want to reveal is the most important part of your story. That thing that you know, okay, I'll tell about everything, but that thing right there is the thing that you should be writing about.